Freshly new WBO Bantamweight World Champion Jason Moloney. Will be now 5-6 days after the fight?
Yeah.
6 days?
Yeah,
Mate,
6 days after.
how has this week been for you? Firstly, obviously the celebration up there in Stockton, and then obviously having to zone in on your brother.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a celebration on the night. I was in hospital getting the hand looked at, and didn't sort of get much of an after party. Went back to my room and had some cold chicken out of the fridge, and me and my wife just sat in the hospital all night. But like this week's been unreal. I feel so good to finally have achieved the dream that I've been chasing for so long, and everyone coming up and how are you champ, and getting photos with the belt, and it sinks in that I've finally reached the pinnacle, what I've been chasing for so long, and even you just introducing me now as the current world champion. It's awesome. It feels so good, and just can't wait for my brother tomorrow, and just so excited for what's to come.
You join a list of many Australian current world champions and full world champions in the past. Joy Oppenheimer, George Kambosos, Jeff Horn, but in the past, in your division, there's some other ones. Obviously Jeff Fennick and that, up there with some of the legends.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Has that sunk in?
Oh yeah, I saw my name with the list of the bantamweight Australian world champions, and like to be listed amongst some of those all-time greats. It's just it makes you feel like all your hard work has finally paid off, and it's exciting for what's to come. Start to build my own legacy, and hopefully one day go down as one of the all-time Australian greats. So I'm really excited for what's next.
Mate, all eyes now from an Australian point of view on Andrew, your brother, versus Nakatani, like yourself, in another tough fight. One day out, looks incredible here at we shouldn't say this, we're actually at the proper weigh-in, but we'll do the media weigh-in later. How's he looking? How's the last bit of camp been?
Yeah, it looks unreal. It's obviously it's a hard fight. World titles don't come easy, but he's prepared so well for this fight. Best I've ever seen him in his preparation, and mentally, I think it's the best I've ever seen him. He really is determined to get this done, and I think him being there and seeing me become world champion has definitely helped him. The whole team's on a high, and I think he fed off the energy, and he's just even more motivated to go there and win the world title. And if he performs the way that he has been in the gym, he'll win this fight, and it's going to be a real breakout moment for him. And I can't wait to be in his corner when it happens.
Haney, Loma, we're now 33 hours out from that. We've just seen Devin rock up. We've just seen Loma rock up for the real weigh-in. Your thought on both how they both look, and obviously the fight tomorrow night, how that plays out?
I've tipped Haney throughout the whole lead-up every time I've been asked, just because he's so good, getting better and better. And
he's incredible, isn't he?
So sharp and bigger, younger. So many things are tipped his way, I think. But it's just so hard to write off Loma. I think he's one of the best of our era, and he's so experienced and so good that he's never going to get blown away. I think it's going to be a really close fight.
What does he do? Obviously Kambosos in the first, it was a lot closer. Devin sort of with the jab, and then the second fight George tried to change it up early, and then Devin sort of came back into it. What does Loma take some things off the second George fight of the way that, because he's a southpaw, that he can do in the ring tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Loma's game plan is. Obviously he's so smart, but I think you've got to pressure Haney a bit like George did, and try and get on the inside and get away from you. Obviously Devin's got a great jab, so it's going to be interesting to see how Loma gets on the inside, and I guess how he can keep it at his range. Obviously Devin's got the big reach advantage, so if Loma can get in there and work in with his close, tight shots and create those angles like we see him do, it's going to be super interesting.